And welcome back, everyone, to the channel. We are back, Madden 22 EA Play Trial. I already had the game pre-ordered, actually. And we are going to get right into it. I said I was going to hit this game running, and we are going to hit the ground running here. Madden 22, Pittsburgh Steelers franchise. And I am really excited to get into this franchise series right now. You see, a little over 5,000 leagues have already been created. We're going to use the online franchise, as always. Get those quicker simulation times when we do simulate. And going through here and picking our team. I thought about doing a custom coach. It did not do that, but the Steelers here. And I see a 75 overall for that offense. You're going to see why here a little bit later on in the video. And go look here into our league settings real quick. Going to be an all-pro for right now. Like I said, from when I played of the early beta, all pro played relatively fine. We're going to disable relocation. I don't want to see any like goofy relocation or anything like that, so we're going to turn that off. And we're actually going to turn development trait regression off. That's a feature that I'm going to want to wait until they test that a little bit more, and we'll see sort of what other settings people come up with. We're going to be playing on default sliders. So, gonna try to not mess around with sliders as much this upcoming year. And yeah, so there are the settings. 10-minute quarters, I think, should play well. We get our 60 staff points. And hey, this looks a lot different from the past couple of years of Madden. And yeah, it is actually completely new home screen. No more coach. Actually, the coach, if you notice in between transitions between new parts of the menu, you'll see the coach still there. So they just put a big screen over it. So here is your staff management screen. And these are all of this is the talent trees for your head coach. He has player growth and staff modifications. Lots of training stuff locked away in here. And you have two different paths to go. I hope in future games there's maybe a lot more paths you can go down to really get these coaches sort of differently. And I hope that's something that we see in the future. And you see here, staff modifications, things like that. And some really cool stuff in here. After school tutoring, if I'm correct, that actually gives you, when you actually do your training, if you upgrade that 3 times, you'll see the little 03 on it. You actually get 3 additional focus player slots. So I actually think that is actually going to be a really big feature, or at least a big skill that you're going to want to work towards and get to really develop your team. So you can have 6 focus players in total for your franchise if you fully upgrade that skill tree. So I think that's pretty cool. So let's get into the players now and just take a look here at this team and this offensive line. Blech. Guards look good, center, and then those tackles are terrible. Take a look here at Najee Harris. I've not scanned into the game. At least his picture isn't in there yet. But so far, look, he looks good here. 76 overall, 6'2", 230 pounds, almost at 300 pounds. Take a look here at everything else. Looks really nice, but one of the few offensive bright spots on this team that isn't in the receiver group here, because it's not even necessarily a bright spot at quarterback anymore. When you take a look at things, and that thing is Ben Roethlisberger, 78 overall, 39 years old, 17-year experience. Out of Miami of Ohio, 6'5", 240 pounds, but apparently he's slimmed down in real life, but probably still over 240. He's a big guy. That's why they call him Big Ben. But you just take a look here, and Big Ben, that arm ain't as big as it once was, it feels like. Take a look here at the ratings for him, and that is an 87 throw power, 80 deep accuracy, 87 medium accuracy, 87 short accuracy. I feel like the awareness rating is the thing that's sort of keeping him up right now. So that is just sort of concerning, I would say. Just, we're not going to have a very, I believe, aired out offense, I feel. You guys know me. I like to really bomb the ball. I like to try to set up deep shot plays, things like that. That's what I like to do. I'm going to have to hold myself back here a bit because I don't know if we have the quarterback necessarily to do that. I think with a veteran quarterback that's, won us 2 Super Bowls, has been to a third, would be able to do that, but not so much here. Take a look here at this offensive line, though. It's one of those weird things because we might be dealing with a really bad offensive line. We have Kendrick Green here, a rookie. He might end up starting for us. I believe he has Marquise Pouncey's old number. We see BJ Finney here. This is going to be very interesting, to say the least, because this just does not look ideal. Offensively, the tackle position, like I said, in real life, it's a concern for the Steelers squad. It's just, are the tackles going to be able to hold up, and are the tackles going to be able to give Ben enough time to stand back in the pocket? You have a nice receiving core, but you have James Washington here, who wants a trade, doesn't want to be on the Steelers anymore, and I'm going to have to say there's a good chance that we end up obliging him in this episode. Pat Freiermuth was a star in the Patriots franchise we did for Madden 21, won us a Super Bowl, and was a key part of that offense. He actually got hurt in that Super Bowl, but was a good player for us for those 2 seasons we played and rebuilt that Patriots team. Defensively, once again, this is why I'm sort of interested in this team. The defense is good, I think. Actually, the defense should be decent enough for us here where we're not going to be, in a situation we're not going to get blown out, I don't think. The Steelers team isn't going to get blown out, but it's going to be a team that I just feel like, I would say look at the Chicago Bears the past years where the defense has sort of held its end of the bargain up. And it's just the offense that just cannot score, and it's a deficiency at the quarterback position. Joe Hayden, our best defensive back, but our best corner, 32 years old, probably nearing the end of his career as well. We have Cameron Sutton here, 26. And, I would say if there's a weak part of this defense, it's definitely the cornerbacks. Justin Lane here, 89 speed, 71 man coverage. Zone coverage is a 69. So that is certainly interesting. Another bright spot, TJ Watt, a guy who, look, if it wasn't for Aaron Donald, this guy would be Defensive Player of the Year already. But there's this guy called Aaron Donald who is an absolute stud, but so was TJ Watt. Backup quarterback, potentially the future starting quarterback for us. I don't really know, but Dwayne Haskins, I'm going to give him the start. I'm going to give him the backup job for sure. I hope we don't have to see Dwayne Haskins this year, though. Let me just say that right now. I hope we don't have to see him this year. So, here's our team profile, and once again, that third slot right there, you see the other 3, is going to go to Dwayne Haskins, and this is also a new screen as well for Madden 22. And you see the way training's done. You don't even pick the drills or anything like that. This was half pad practice. See here that 0 on the fatigue. That's what we care about. We don't want our guys really getting fatigued out here in the preseason. Definitely don't want that. So it'll be interesting to see sort of how I have to balance that throughout the year. That'll be interesting, to say the least. I can't wait to sort of mess around with that. So here it is, cut day, and we are going to cut down from our, 75 or whatever we were at to 53. And there's a chance that Steelers fans are watching this video and like, you can't cut him. That guy's one of the bigger stars out of I don't know who's big in training camp right now for the Steelers. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know who's killing it. Maybe Miles Killebrew is an absolute training camp beast right now, and it's like, you can't cut that guy. Are you out of your mind? I suppose I am. I mean, I guess I am, So I'm going to take a sip here for Miles Killebrew for cutting him. Dr. Pepper. So good. So cutting these players here, Trey Edmonds going to get cut. And we're going to cut Mason Rudolph. Bye-bye, Mason. Dobbs, I'm keeping him for right now. I'm keeping him for right now. My idea here was I wanted to have 3 quarterbacks in case Ben gets hurt, so I have another backup ready to go. So there is that. So we're coming through here, just looking at who else can be cut. And we're going to have to cut that guy as well, Arthur Moulet, whatever. And then Jalen Samuels is also going to get cut as well. We're gonna keep 4 running backs on this roster. Presley Harvin III. Technically, he has better ratings here, but yeah, we're gonna cut him anyways. Jordan Berry, he's a pro, I assume. So we are going to move that guy to the practice squad. Now we have 3 players left here, and Henry Mondo is he's gonna be a casualty here. He's gonna get cut as well. So now down to the last 2. Who is gonna get cut here? Definitely not gonna be Vince Williams, and then that's gonna have to be Dobbs. Guy's been here for, I think, long enough and just hasn't really progressed. So he's gonna have to fall on the sword here and be our last cut. But possibly, hey, keep that phone open. You never know. Ben might get hurt, might need another player. So James Washington wants a trade. We are going to oblige him here. And we're going to try to find him somewhere that is interested in him. Not to the Buccaneers. Don't want to make them any better. And Chiefs aren't interested. Colts aren't interested. We prefer not to send him to the AFC. Don't want to trade him within the division, because you don't want to see that guy potentially be good within your own division, that's for sure. So we're just looking here, just looking here, just looking. And the Saints, they have $59 million in cap room, and we are going to send them James Washington. We're going to try to get here maybe a 4th round pick. Do you think a 4th round pick, would that get the deal done? And it does. Trade accepted. James Washington on his way to the Saints. And that is going to do it for the preseason, because when we come back, whenever the EA servers decide to let me back into the game, we are going to be playing the Buffalo Bills week 1 of the season. And I am pretty excited for that. So I want to thank you all for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe for more Pittsburgh Steelers franchise here in Madden 22 and more Madden 22 videos in general. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Be sure to hit like, be sure to hit subscribe, and follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. All the links are down in the description below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.